guys, welcome back. It's Jafmasterflash. How are you all doing? Didn't think I would be league racing this week, but Series 2 of BRS needed drivers, so here I am. I sat in as a reserve, not looking and not hoping for great things to happen, as I am not quick enough to be in Series 2. Excuse me. So yeah, welcome to Mexico, Series 2 style. Driving the McLaren, where I'd normally be in the Alpine, but it is what it is. So, why am I doing an Inters run in Q1? Why on earth am I doing that? So, one of the guys had a qualifying ban, and you only need to set a lap to be through in Q1. So, decided to strap on a set of Inters, think outside the box a bit, and didn't just think outside the box. We tore it up, myself and CD, to then get the best and the most use out of all our tyres. So yeah, why am I showing you this? It's just an IQ play. It's just a 1000 IQ move, as I get out of the way for Chipotle. I didn't want to get in trouble or didn't want to slow him down. Was unsure if he was on his fastest lap or not. But yeah, wanted to save the maximum amount of tyres as possible. I knew I was going out in Q2 anyway. Simple reason being, I wanted to do medium, soft, and there was no way I was going to try and force my way into Q3 and waste set of tyres. Unfortunately for Chipotle, he got knocked out. The lap though I did was good enough for P13. But it's 5 lights. We are away. I knew I was going to have a poor start. Had no heat in the tyres. Right through, just before you slow down and before the AI takes over, everybody back to pack up, and yeah, all the heat in my rear tyres evaporated. So I knew I was in for a rough start. The good thing is though, at being back of the bus, you avoid the carnage, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. Being in Series 2, knowing that the faster guys are around me, all I wanted to do was make a decent show of myself, create zero carnage, and yeah, just try and finish the race. And when I say just try and finish the race, I meant do the entire 36 laps. Stick around till the last 3 laps and you'll see exactly what relevance this sentence has. You really will. But back to the race, and it's lap 1, and as you can see, Chungus is on hards, which is beyond bizarre, because hards around Mexico don't usually pay off. The lap times are just not good enough. However, that being said, Chungus is an extremely competent driver. He's extremely fast. The only thing that lets him down is his ego. He has a massive ego, and yeah, an ego will only get you so far in life. But there comes a time when the ego, unfortunately, runs out, and you run out of favour with people. But with that being said, I am hoping to stick in his DRS. DRS will be enabled next lap. If I can stick in his DRS, be able to get myself pulled along by everybody. And as you can see from the lap map down in the left corner, sticking with the pack, to be fair. There is a Haas, or it appears to be a Haas out in front, a little bit out in front, probably 2 seconds out in front, so just under 2 seconds, 1.8 maybe. But yeah, right now we're doing okay. A good account of ourselves. Like I said, didn't expect too much of this race. Penalties around Mexico are difficult to get rid of or to avoid, especially with Sector 2. It's quite easy to get double penalties. There is a section where you can get an insta penalty, which is unfortunate, but it is where it is. Like I said at the start of the video, all I want to do is give a good account of myself. Throughout the 3 series that we have in BRS, they are stacked with extremely fast drivers. They really are. I think AMG Chris might be the wrong person, but I believe he was in 2 tiers above me in WOR. So and I was in tier 7. Kind of shows the pace that everybody has, and as you can see, Chris is only P12, and that's purely down to tyres. He's on the soft compound, I'm obviously on the medium. But yeah, honestly, this series is stacked, and I know I'm out of my depth. So as I said, just wanted to make a good account of myself, show what I can do, and try not to get into trouble. It's a shame though that other people don't have the same mindset or mentality as I do. It's a really big shame. However, it is what it is. Safety cars, they throw up some interesting results. As you can see, the lap times that people are setting out in front are 18.3s, not good enough, doing 20.0s. That's mainly because of being stuck in the pack and they are out in fresh air. But like I said, the plan is to stick with the main pack and go with it as CD tries to battle Chungus going into turn 2. Like I said, DRS is now available, so yeah, it'd be good to try and stick with a pack and absolutely manage it for quite some time, to be fair. The thing that let me down was the last pit stop. It let me down big time, to be fair. You see what happens leading up to the pit stop. I was fine, I was vibing. Just before the last pit stop, 2 cars in front, they crash and takes me out of the DRS. And then a double stack, which against my better judgment, shouldn't have double stacked, should not have double stacked, because that cost me about 3 seconds in total, which hindsight is a wonderful tool, but it's a shame it doesn't happen right there in the race. I even said, for some reason Elgato is not capturing game chat, but I'm hoping to revert back to the usual way I did it. I used to create videos, and that's using my Twitch stream. Hopefully I get that sorted very, very soon. But against my better judgment, as you can see, CD is my teammate for this race, and he was saying about the double stack, and I was, no, if you're going to pit X lap, I will pit Y lap, and he was like, no, the double stack will work. And unfortunately the double stack cost me about 3 seconds, which it probably wouldn't have if I had pitted a lap later. So against my better judgment, it didn't pay off for me, which then pulled me right out of contention, as I had a vibe on my own for a few laps. And unfortunately, on the last few laps, it was an absolute weapon. And I mean, I've seen some things. I have seen some things in league racing. I have seen some things in 5-lap lobbies. But what I saw last night was unreal. I mean, I started my league racing career back in first lockdown. Started with the ERN and got absolutely straight lined at Baku. And what happened last night was reminiscent of that. And for a driver who is in a tier above where I'm at, the racecraft is poor from individuals. However, with that being said, I have no doubt that us as admins and owners of the league will stamp it out, because you don't need that kind of publicity. It was really poor, really poor. I've watched the clip 1,000 times. I watched the clip before the race, before the penultimate lap, or from the penultimate lap. I've watched it from the last lap, and what happens is just mind blowing. It's dangerous driving. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And it's unfortunate, it really is unfortunate, but you can chalk it up to racing. That's exactly what you can chalk it up to. I mean, the race last night, or this race that you guys are watching, had no bearing on me, at all. As I said, I was a reserve, was kind of just vibing, just kind of wanted to, like I said, give a good show of myself, and yeah, I really did. As my teammate, as I went to overtake CD, I knew that Toro was gonna pass me through, pass by him as well, and rather than cause him the double overtake, I held Toro up a bit to my disadvantage. However, I knew me and Toro seemed to be on kind of the same pace, so I was going to stick with Toro and stick in his DRS. If he was going to then get by CD, I'd be back in the same spot right behind CD, and that was that was my thinking, that was my plan, and as I said, that Toro picks up 3 seconds, so I'm not too bothered. And yes, you know, looking back, I should have been more aggressive, but why? What's the point when I'm happy vibing? There's no way that I was going to be able to get past Toro, get past CD without DRS on the cars in front, and stay out of trouble or stop them from overtaking me next lap. You know, this DRS straight here is massive. It's absolutely massive, as you can see rightly there. Toro's got past CD, as Toro would have next lap, and I am back behind CD with DRS. So CD is going to stick with Toro to try and get Toro to pull us along to the back of the pack, and then we'll be back in the same situation. It is only lap 8. There's a lot of laps to go. It really is, and that was my thinking at the time. But as again, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Probably should have been a lot more aggressive. And as I get the first warning of the race, Chipotle crashes, and that's that. So I decided to stay out. So did my teammate. Everybody around me pitted for fresher rubber, which again, to my detriment. I need to work on my safety car restarts, as Chungus, he slowed everybody down with him being on the compound. Had no heat in the rear tyres. Everybody on the fresh compound, they just swamped me, and you know, it is what it is. There's not a lot I can do. I think I was on 26% worn tyres by this time compared to everybody's brand new rubber. And as I said, I didn't want to cause carnage. Did not want to cause a DNF or get in trouble or anything, because I had a massive snap of oversteer, which again cost me good traction, good run out of turn 3. CD and managed to avoid all the carnage as they are battling massively. Really respect to Raz there, as he left room all the way around, which is really good. I think Raza must be learning a lot, because if that had been back in our old series, I think he would have smashed into me and took me out. But yeah, I obviously, being on the mediums, wanted to go a lot further than, you know, a safety car on lap 8, and that's what I intended to do. However, everybody else boxed around me, and that meant they had all fresher rubber, and there's not a lot I could do about that. And again, I'm playing the long game, not the short game. So I've still got to pit lap 16, then go obviously 10, 11 laps on the softs, and then 10, 11 laps on the softs to the end. But all in all, the race that I had last night in Series 2, whilst fun, whilst really fun in fact, because I didn't think I'd be or have the opportunity to league race this week. Yeah, it was really fun. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed myself. As Chris slams the anchors on, and I had to bail out of that, which opened the door. The Toro forces me off track. There's not a lot I can do when I get forced off track, and yeah, I dropped 2 positions. I dropped a lot of positions, in fact. However, the connection on the guy in front was very, very questionable. He literally, as I had a little wobble and caught it, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. His driving is very questionable and needs looking at. Indeed. With that being said, it was a really good race. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed myself with his questionable connection. You'll see later on. I'm within, I think, 4/10 of him, and he manages to just leap forward, and pulls me out of the DRS as Raz had DNS, which is unfortunate for Raz, as he just don't know what happened. To be fair, but it was really unfortunate. As you can see, he ghosts and then comes wide, so you have to take into account that. And then he's ghosting again, which is pulling him out of the DRS. And there you go, he is now out of the DRS through 2 turns just by ghosting further down the road. As he spins. And now, where everything was going, I'm out of contention for the DRS, which would have been a struggle to catch back up to Toro, but it didn't really matter, as it's a safety car. So I pit under that safety car for softs, come back out in P13, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, wherever you are in the world today, guys. Hope you're good, hope you're well. This has been a race from Mexico. This is round 6 of a short season. However, as you can see, I'm a reserve in Series 2, and the race didn't really mean that much. So guys, back in my own series next week, Series 3, where I belong, and we're at Imola. Guys, take care. I'll catch you in the next one.
breaking through the yellow flags. Okay. That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.